Ooh, I really hope Game Week 37 went really well just before the last game week of the season. Exactly what I wanted. I like it. But it's time for the Game Week 38 preview. Whoa. The last preview of the season. Definitely requires a shout, I reckon. Welcome to the Game Week 38 preview. But first, the Game Week 37 review. With the Game Week average points being 43 in the end. Easy, mate, easy. No problemo for any FPL expert out there, right? Yeah, big boy, yeah. When my team, still best team, right, scored only 42 points. Oh, to the big boy dear. Oh, dear. That's not very good, is it? Nope. Which means my overall rank of inside the top 100k is no more. That's right. I have dropped outside the top 100k 1 game week before the end for the first time in like 10 game weeks. Are you actually mad? With my current overall rank now being 103,000th in the world. That is embarrassing. I can't believe it. But to be fair, lads, I did say I wanted to finish first in the world. 100k has a 1 at the start. It's basically first. That's what I meant, right? Yeah, okay. But if anything, it actually makes this last game week very, very much more exciting. Something to look forward to try and get that top 100k. It's going to happen, all right? And if it doesn't, I think I need to retire. Terrible behaviour. But the games of my team this week finished like this. Where, oh dear, oh crumbs, oh, it really was a disaster, wasn't it? Where we have Mendy in goals, who I did keep instead of sending off last week for someone, you know, because he blanked last week. I could have gotten another goalkeeper, and I decided to keep him. So he rewarded my loyalty here with a whopping 1 point. Oh, thank you. Then we have a Ruben Diaz, who I've kept for all of this time, waiting for him to actually play, because he hasn't played like half the games since I've had him. And he also gets 1 point. As you can see, this is how it went. Then we had a vice-captain Salah, who I was going to captain over Kane, who did outscore Kane, but then also still blanked. So I still got the blank from him, but it's still even a Joe Spinner after that because he outscored Kane by a whole 1 point. I could have had an extra 1 point, lads. Terrible. But then we also had a Rafinha, who was my transfer in for this week, who did another one of those things called a blank. Absolute blank as everyone was, didn't they? My team really knows how to do that this week. Don't you just love it when you're transferring this week? You know, he can get all the points, doesn't get any. There we are then. And then we had a captain, Sir Harold Kane, who was actually Harold Payne this week. Harry Payne, all the pain. With a very, very, very disappointing blank captain blank at that. Like, I reckon Spurs could have played Villa for another 7 days in a row and Kane probably still wouldn't score in there. They really did not look good. And then a Dominic Calvert-Lewin giving us another reason why we should have avoided him, as he was completely social distancing from all the points and all goals this week, returning a nice 2 points there. But at least we did get some points in our team. Well, hey, not that many though, so with the Sir Trent returning again, well, hey, getting a nice clean sheet for the 6 points there. Stuart Dallas also returning a clean sheet here, but also getting a yellow card because it's too good to be true to get all the points right, bacon boy. You can get a clean sheet, but it's only 5 because he gets a yellow card. Come on. Bruno, who definitely did get a touch on the Cavani goal, right, to get himself an assist. Hey, thank you, FPL. So absolutely no complaints for there. Actually, yes, I do. He also got a yellow card. So again, it was too good to be true. Not too many points for me. And then a Lingardino actually remembered how to play football. Hey! And got his first points after 4 blanks in a row. Like, finally, you remember. Thank you very much. And then finally, the King Iheanacho only getting 1 chance against Chelsea, right? But he only needs 1 chance because he's best ever striker in the world. Found the back of the net to get me some nicely appreciated points up there too. Meaning, we actually got the magnificent, stupendous 42 points. 42, like. Oh dear. With over half my players blanking this week, including my captain. Perfect, right? And my highest scoring player in my entire team was only 7 points. Less than half of what Nicolas Pepe scored this week. That's just how it went. So it actually was, in fact, the biggest of the big boys. I like it! A terrible time to have a terrible game week, right, lads? Dropping outside of the top 100k just before the last game week of the season for the first time in over 10 game weeks. Cheers, FPL. Bacon Boy is crying now. But lads, we must pick ourselves up, right? And we have to move on. But what are we moving on to? We're moving on to the Gameweek 38 preview! The special Gameweek preview, as it's the final game week of the 2020 to 2021 season. Yeah, boy! It's been a bit of a wacky season, hasn't it, lads? Fair play, fair play. Where you kind of needed a PhD in planning to get around this season. Or just follow Ben Crellin. But congratulations everyone, we finally made it to the end, hey. It feels an achievement just getting to the end, never mind actually doing well in it, right? So this is how my team is currently looking for this last game week, yeah? With some quite juicy fixtures in there, isn't there? Yeah, man. But with it being the last game week of the season, we really need to spice it up a bit, don't we, lads? Well, you know, it would be very, very, very rude not to use a transfer year and get in a quite spicy differential to properly go for it in the last game week. As you know, this team going in the bin after this, we don't matter who we get in. I could even captain a Phil Jones and I won't regret it, alright? Okay, maybe a little bit, but you know. But we do need some extra seasoning here if we actually want to get back into that top 100k, so that will be happening here. So one transfer is definitely happening, but who will it be? Where I do currently have 1.4 million in my back pocket, in my bank, so I actually can afford a bit more flavour in here and upgrade one of these players to someone a bit more expensive. So if we do look at our fine gentleman over there, there could actually be a few question marks chucked in with if they'll actually all play, right? Will a Diaz play for the Man City? Will a Bruno get a rest just before there's Europa League final in less than a week? And could someone like a Calvert-Lewin just turn into someone with actual playable fixture, one that I actually think he could get points again? But those three right there are actually potentially the ones that could be going. No, not all of them. I'm not an absolute madman and taking a -8 point hit on the last game week of the season, right? No, I'm not that crazy. But one of them probably will be the one to leave. Where I can actually afford a Diaz to a Robertson. I can afford a Bruno to a Mane. Or even a Calvert-Lewin to a Joe Linton, because best ever player in the world. Oh, wait, what's that? He's injured. What a shame. I was definitely going to captain him and everything. Plans ruined. Terrible. But one of those moves is going to be the likely move to be happening, because as you can see from the fixtures down below me, not that many of them are actually tickling my pickle, you know. There's not like a one fixture you're like, definitely need to jump on that. They're all kind of like, or I've already got some players in it already. When maybe a Chelsea one could be a decent one, you know, they kind of need to win. Villa on their day can concede, but you just can't guarantee who will start there. Leeds at home against West Brom could be very good, but I already got a Dallas and a Rafinha. Shall I look somewhere else? Or maybe the Liverpool-Palace game, where Liverpool really need to win to secure that Champions League spot, and they will have fans back, and Palace are just Palace. Now that is something we really need to target more, I reckon. Which is why the main moves I do be considering right now includes a Sadio Mane, who hopefully won't make me very sad, EO. Or maybe a Andy Robertson playing his bagpipes in celebration as he secures me that top 100k, alright? It can happen. But I'll be honest with you lads, I do be spitting facts when I say I actually have no clue what my transfer is going to be right now. Absolutely no idea, absolutely not decided. It could be a Mane, it could be a Robertson. I'm going to end up with like Joe Willock captain or something like that. It's just going to happen in there. And to be honest, it's probably going to go all the way to the deadline. So I'm not even going to like say I'll probably do this. I don't know. But at least you know something's going to happen, right? Yeah, best ever FPL tuber year. Don't even tell you what's going to happen. It will happen, something will happen, okay? But now let's go through our best ever, never ever failed before preview predictions of all the games. Are actually last predictions of the year. Oh, so sad. I'm going to cry. And then on to our final captain pick of the year as well after that. So we start the week with Arsenal-Brighton. Two teams actually very much in form, right? Congratulations, Arsenal. You finally made it into the top half of the table. It took you long enough. Gunnosaurus deserves better, alright? Justice for him. But I do think this will be quite an interesting XG battle here. Yeah. 1-1 is what I'm going to go for there. Aston Villa-Chelsea. The mighty boys in blue really do be needing a result in this one, if they really want to secure that top 4, because they could actually still drop out of it. So I do think they'll go absolutely all out for it and get a nice and easy win there. Isn't it mad though that Chelsea's top goal scorer this season only has 7 goals in the league? And that is Jorginho. The goal scoring machine, Jorginho, leading you to Champions League. What? There we are then. But an easy 2-0 win to the Chelsea here just before their Champions League final in a week to Man City. Fulham, Newcastle. no thanks. We don't want to be snoring on the last day of the season, right? We actually want to pay attention to what's happening. So, no, just get in the bin. 2-1 to the Newcastle, it will be. Watch Joe Willock score again. It's just going to happen. Leeds West Brom. The first time Leeds United will be in front of their fans in the Premier League for absolutely donkey's years. It hasn't happened this season yet. They haven't been here in so long, but they're finally here. Their fans are going to go absolutely crazy. And it's just going to be a massive and special moment for them, isn't it? So you know what? I really think that could help them to an absolute spanking they're going to give to West Brom, yeah. Kind of making me tempted to go cavalier into Bamford just to triple up, because I really could see a big boy scoring. But for now, I'm actually only going to go for a 3-0 win to Leeds. Maybe 7-0, who knows? I don't. Leicester Spurs. One of the actual biggest big games of the weekend, yeah? As Leicester need a win and potentially a big boy win if they won the Champions League. And Spurs could also get into Europe, the Europa League, that is. Probably conference for you, like it. So all of the business is about to go down here. So I do think this will be quite a cagey one at start and then a free-for-all at the end, finishing 3-2 to Leicester away. Sorry, Leicester, though. Even though I think you're going to win, I do also think you're going to miss out on Champions League. So, I like it. Liverpool Palace, aha! This one will also be a big boy game here, wouldn't it? As Liverpool do also need to win Champions League. It's just really exciting where all these things can happen on the last day, isn't it? But also, it will actually be the Owl Man Roy Hodgson's last game for Palace. So it really will be a cry still Palace there. Bye, lad. I miss you. So could they actually perform a bit of an upset here? No, not really. But will Liverpool probably turn it on and score all the goals, especially with their fans back as well? I reckon they can, So I'm going to go for a nice and easy 3-0 win to Liverpool, maybe 8-0. We'll have to see, right? Man City, Everton. The champions in front of their fans. All three of their fans were hey. And then Everton were just chilling, aren't they? They're just chilling. But now, Everton do actually need a win if they also want to get to Europe. The European Conference League, that is, by the way. Enjoy that. So will they actually be able to put up a bit of a fight here, Worth keeping DCL for? Maybe. But I do think Man City will just about get the win here, where I feel like they'll have one eye on the Champions League, so they're not going to go too crazy here. 2-1 to them, yeah. Sheffield United, Burnley. Sorry, Blades, you just weren't sharp enough for the league this year with you. And it is back down to the Championship for you. Enjoy this last game. But actually, they have been showing a bit of pride lately and a bit of spirit and actually doing pretty well, actually. Well, not only did they beat Everton, but the ex-liveliness of all the games is mad. They had like 20 shots against Palace. Madness. So will they actually be able to beat an on-beach Brexit Burnley? Maybe so. Well, you know what, lads? I'm going to go for it. It's their last game here. They're going to take advantage of it. I don't think they'll be back for a while. So I think a 2-0 win to Sheffield United. Hey, well done, lads. Also, bye. West Ham, Southampton. The bubble blowers against the current blowovers, where West Ham can also secure a Europa League football here place. Yeah. So they will definitely be looking for that and going for that. But with only Lingardinho in this game for me, it's only going to be a close 3-0 game. Hat-trick from Lingardinho to convince them to actually buy him, because I think they want to. Okay, then. And then the final game of not just the game week, but of the year. It's Wolves vs Man United. The Barking Wolves looking to end a quite damn poor season for them, innit? Doesn't it feel like a very poor season for Wolves? But they've never been in the relegation battle. Fair play to them. And then Man United having one of their best seasons in a while, right, yeah. But with the Europa League final in less than a week for them, could it actually be Rotation FC versus Wolves? Are they not going to play all their best ever players? Like a Bruno, maybe. So I am actually going to go for only a 2-1 win to the Man United, because Wolves are bad. I like it. But that is it for the final preview predictions of the year. That still doesn't sound right, does it? That this season is about to end. Oh, what? The final game week of the year is here. But it's not quite the end of the video yet, as we do be choosing our final captain of the year as well. The final player to captain to get us all of the points, double the points. Who is it going to be? And no messing about, the main man for me this week for captaincy, not going to go for anyone else. I'm going to go for a plain and boring Mo Salah. Mo Salah. He can still get the golden boot with a couple of goals here, and he's still on penalties. I'll bore off James Milner, no one wants you. And he's playing for a Liverpool team that really need a win, right? Against a poor Palace team who can concede quite a lot of goals on their day. And they will also be playing in front of their fans for the first time as champions this season in the last game. Like, what is that? So he's literally got everything, I reckon. And there's surely absolutely no chance of him getting rested as well, so all of the points are gonna be incoming with, hey. I could go for a bit different with maybe like a Trent captain, maybe bring in Mane captain, but I think a lot of people are going to captain Salah. I'll go for that. And then whoever I bring in will be the differential for the week. Yeah, there you go. But that is actually it for the Gameweek 38 preview, the final game week of the 2020 to 2021 season. And it's going to be over. That's sad, isn't it? Oh. But I want to take a moment to thank you all for the support over this year. It's been absolutely crazy. Thank you all, you sexy sausages out there, hey? Well, I got a small feeling we might not finish first in the world this year, but don't worry, it definitely will happen next year, so make sure you get back here. As we're going to try and conquer FPL, we're going to do it. Alright, it's going to happen. But again, thank you all for everything this season. It's been amazing. But I will also say a live stream will be happening on the final day of the game week of the season, where as the final matches are going on, live stream right here, I'll be reacting to it. It's going to be absolutely crazy. All of the wibbly wobbly unluckies are about to happen, so make sure you tune into that, and it'll be great fun to end the season with. Hey. But also, you need to do something. What do you need to do? Also, you need to remember.
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.